Hello, lovely souls. Welcome to Wild Rose Magic, where I share intuitive messages, channeled messages, and tarot readings every Wednesday here on YouTube. Today, I have a message for the collective. It's not a message for everyone, but it is for some of you, so use your discernment and decide if this message is for you. But I'm sensing some of you have had a lot of chaos in your life lately. Not necessarily a Tower card moment, more like I'm seeing, some of you might remember there's this game called Pick Up Sticks. It's kind of an old-fashioned game. Probably not a lot of people play it anymore. But it's like these thin sticks in different colors, and you drop them and they kind of all land in a pile and they're all scattered. And I think the point of the game is you have to pull out certain sticks, maybe without the entire thing collapsing. Maybe I'm getting it mixed up in my mind. But anyways, I'm seeing these thin sticks in all different colors that are just have all dropped on the floor and they're all scattered everywhere. And it's like this big jumbled mess. Well, it kind of feels like that's what's happening in your life right now. It's like everywhere you turn, there's something that you have to deal with. Think about, like the worst Monday kind of feeling ever. Those kind of days where you just wake up on the wrong side of the bed. You get up and you go to like pour milk into your coffee and you end up dropping the entire jug and milk spills everywhere and you have this huge mess to clean up. And that's just how your day starts. And the entire day is like that. Mess after mess. Problem after problem. For many of you, this is what's been happening in your life, not just for a day, but for a long time, for months even, for some of you. And it's just like, you're getting frantic and you're like, what the actual fuck? Basically, like, what am I supposed to do? How can I resolve this? Why? Why is this even happening? Why is there all this chaos in my life? And it's like, energetically, it shouldn't be. I'm sensing for many of you, you're actually maintaining calm. You have, okay. Spirit is telling me that, okay, I don't know how to phrase this exactly. It's almost like you have evolved. You have leveled up. Energetically, at least, you have leveled up. You are vibrating at a higher frequency. You are ready for some big things. And so it doesn't really make sense why it's almost like the universe is throwing all this stuff at you. And it's like, even though you're ready for big things, it feels like they're not happening because the universe keeps throwing all this chaos at you. And you keep having to handle problem after problem after problem. Okay, so I'm sensing that this is part of the plan and that it will be over soon. It's like you just have to deal with this for a little while longer, and then your life is going to be unimaginable. It's going to be so much better than you could have ever imagined. And right now it feels pretty shitty, honestly. But you are about to have an incredible life. Okay, so let's just see what other messages want to come through. I'm going to grab some cards and we'll just see. See if anything wants to come through about this chaos. What is causing it? What's the purpose? Where is it all leading? Okay, I'll just grab a couple more. Okay. All right. So we have the Hierophant. And I'm sensing that for a lot of you, the reason this is happening is you are breaking away from an established pattern in your life. You are following an unconventional path. In the past, you were following a more easily understood path, a path that more people in your life could understand. And now you're done with it. You're breaking free, and you're following the great unknown. You are starting something new, or you've just had a kind of an awakening, and you are deciding to, instead of following established traditions, I'm thinking about, for example, even like in terms of career. Let's say, obviously, like for most of us, our parents and their generation, the world that they existed in no longer exists. So the things that were established, that were just considered what you did, are no longer tangible as the world is today. For example, there was that whole trajectory, right, that was considered for most people the goal, right? You would graduate high school, then you would go to university and study for something specific. Then you would get a career in that field, right? And you would work your way up the career ladder. It was considered normal to marry someone and have a family, and one parent would be more likely to be the major breadwinner, and the other one, if they worked at all, would be more of like a supporter, right? They would provide some support, but they would be the stay-at-home parent. Financially, they were providing just a little bit of support, but they were energetically doing way more, most likely, right? So that was kind of the established pattern. And that is no longer possible. The world we live in today, even just a single person trying to function in this world, it just doesn't make sense. It can no longer follow that pattern. It just isn't possible any longer. And so people of that generation have a tendency not to understand, because the world they grew up in, that's still their world view. And they just don't get it, that the world no longer functions that way. It is no longer possible. And so that's where a lot of the conflict comes in. This new path that you are on, there's a lot of conflict I'm sensing. There are a lot of people in your life that are not supportive of you because they just don't understand. Let's see what else. Okay, so we have the Hermit. Again, this can be very much about following your own path, doing things your own way rather than the conventional way. This is about knowing yourself so well that you're not swayed by what anyone else says, what anyone else wants for you. You're going to follow your own path. You're going to do things your own way. You are your own person, and you are in charge of your own life. And also, it's about sometimes the necessity of spending time alone, spending time in quiet contemplation, so that you can tap into that inner voice that knows what's best for you. Stop paying attention to the voices of other people who have been influencing you, and listen to yourself. You should be your guide in life, no one else. Okay, so we have the Hanged Man, and I feel like this is where you've been for a while. You've been in a waiting phase of life. I'm thinking about the runes as well, and there's that the one that looks like an eye, and it's Isa, and it's basically standstill. It's like this time, this pause that is necessary, stasis, right? And that's where you've been for a while. You've been in this point of just pausing and contemplating, drawing within, again paired with the hermit, this time of just quiet contemplation, drawing within to find your own inner wisdom, to listen to yourself, to trust that you are your own highest guide. Above anyone else, listen to yourself. Okay, and again we have the Four of Swords that is telling you that rest is necessary, that there are times in life to act and there are times in life to pause. And right now is a moment to just pause. And that might seem really difficult because, again, I'm sensing there have been like a lot of chaos in your life, a lot of problems, a lot of things that you've had to deal with, frustrations. It could be coming, like attacking you almost from all different angles. I'm seeing for some people, it's like, it's one of those moments I'm thinking about. There was a time when I was a child, and in the same week, my family dealt with some really incredible things, just really intense, horrible things, all in the same week. And it was just like, wow, how did we even deserve this? Like, why? Why did this happen? But you know what? That was 1 week of horrible things we got over, and then we had years, literally years of good fortune. And I'm feeling like this is what's going to happen for you as well. It feels like everything that could go wrong in life is happening for you right now. And it just feels like too much. It is overwhelming. But you are nearly to the end. And once you get past this, you are going to have a nice long stretch of good things, of ease, of flow, of feeling aligned. Okay, so we also have the Eight of Swords. Again, I'm going back to that image that I saw at the beginning of those pickup sticks from that game, those colored sticks, those really thin colored sticks. They just drop and they scattered everywhere, and it was this huge mess. It kind of feels like that. It feels like, it's like the Eight of Swords card, right? Like this person is surrounded by stuff and they feel trapped. They feel like there's not a way out. Everything is hitting you all at once and you just can't see a way out. But it's about taking off the blindfold, looking within, seeing with your third eye, seeing the way forward, trusting your intuition as the way forward, and realizing that a clear path will present itself. It's like trying to gain a moment of clarity amongst the chaos. I'm seeing a puddle or a stream, and it's like someone has been stomping in the puddle, and so it's stirring up the mud. But if you're patient and you just wait a moment, it'll start to settle again and it will be clear once more. It's like that. It's like waiting for everything to settle so that you can see clearly, so you can see your path forward. And just dealing with one thing at a time. Try not to get burned out. And just as these things keep coming in and coming in, just deal with them one at a time and get through it. Take moments to rest when you can. Drop the things that are not necessary at this time. Learn to say no. If there are certain things that you would have committed to in the past because you're the person everyone always goes to, because you're responsible and you're reliable and they can count on you, be okay with saying no. Not even having to explain yourself. You don't even have to explain to, unless it's someone you know really well and you feel comfortable doing so, but you don't even have to explain to the person asking big things of you. You don't have to explain why you can't say yes at this time. You don't have to explain, gosh, I'd love to, but I have so much going on in my life and this is what's happening. You don't have to. You can just say, no, I can't at this time. That's it. Be comfortable with saying no. They will find someone else. It is not the end of the world. Do not feel bad. Just say no to anything that isn't absolutely necessary. Learn to figure out what is necessary and what you can drop, because that is important. Okay, and then we have the Magician with strength and the Star. Whew, okay, so you have had so much chaos in your life. Everything is happening all at once, but this is where it's leading. This is where it's leading. It's leading to beautiful things. It is leading to you are blossoming into a new person, a new being, someone who is confident to stand in their own power, their own sovereignty. And with the Magician, it's really important that you keep your ultimate goals in mind. Don't worry about how they are going to happen, but just keep that vision in your third eye and in your heart. Keep that vision in mind and allow it to unfold. Give up the, it's like you're clinging onto it too much. You're clinging on to these ideas of what you want, of what you're hoping to accomplish in life. Hold the vision, but hold it lightly. And offer it up to the universe. Know that it is coming to you, and you don't have to do anything to receive it. You just have to envision it. And all this chaos that is happening, it's like it's clearing a path for you. All of these things in your life, it just seems like there's obstacle after obstacle, and you're just like, when will it ever end? It's like these things are leading you to something new and wonderful, something that you have been dreaming of. And you will be a much stronger person when you reach the other side. When you get to the end of that tunnel. I'm seeing like this hallway with many doors in it. And it's like you have to go through each door. And each door, when you get into each room, there's an obstacle. And it's like you finish one, slam the door, then you have to go right out into the next room. And you keep doing that. But then you get to the final door and it opens into this big, beautiful garden. And it's like you can just enjoy it. There are all of these beautiful flowers and there's an abundance of food. There's a fruit orchard and the sun is shining and you have everything you could have ever wanted in this garden. But in order to get to it, you have all these obstacles you have to overcome. So don't give up on your dream. Keep it in mind. And trust that the universe will provide. And that when you get to the other side, you will blossom into the person you have always been inside. People won't even recognize you. When you get to the end of this, you are going to be the person that is comfortable with saying no. You are going to be the person that expects things to come to you instead of doing everything for everyone else. It's like you've been doing and doing, right? And now you just have to hold your hand out and receive instead of struggling and working hard and doing everything for everyone else. You're going to reach that point now where it's just like you have your hands open, ready to receive, and everything just flows in at once. And you no longer have to worry. Sorry, I'm seeing one more image. It's a fruit. I think it's called a lychee. I think that's what I'm seeing. So that might be significant for someone. Consider what the symbolism means to you. I'm not really narrowing it down right now for myself, but that came to me, a lychee. I think that's what that fruit is. It's like kind of spiky on the outside, but there's like this delicious fruit inside, like that kind of imagery. Okay, Spirit is asking me to use one more deck and see if there's anything more. So I'm just gonna see if there's any more cards that want to come through as our final message. Okay. Wow, okay. Excellent. So we have the High Priestess. And I am sensing this is wanting to be paired with the Strength card. So this is who you are becoming. You are becoming someone who trusts yourself fully, and who other people trust as well. But more than that, they respect you. It's like people knew they could rely on you in the past, but you're transforming into someone that people are no longer going to take advantage of, because energetically you're not going to let them. It's like those people aren't even going to be in your orbit anymore because you have evolved so much. And it's like the things that people used to ask of you that they would take from you energetically. I'm sensing you had a lot of energy vampires in your life, people who just constantly take from you and drain you. It's like they're no longer going to even be in your orbit. And the people who are in your orbit, they would never ask these things of you. They respect you. They respect who you are and your wisdom and the fact that you stand in your power. And this is who you are becoming. This is who you will be on the other side. Okay? But again, we have the Four of Swords. So it is very, very important that you do not burn out, that you rest, that you take moments to rest and to dream, to consider your dreams. I don't know if you can see, this card is really beautiful in this deck. It's called the Unfolding Path Tarot. I'll try to link it. But this is one of my favorite cards, actually, the Four of Swords in this particular deck, because to me it speaks of not just a need to rest, but a need to dream. The importance of dreaming. I feel like for some of you, you have lost touch with your dreams. You have forgotten how to dream. And maybe the dreams that you so dearly want in your heart to happen, it's like you have given up on them. You've stopped dreaming. But these dreams are what you need to hold closest to your heart and in your third eye space. It's so important because this is what's going to be happening for you. Don't give up on them, but also release attachment to them and realize that it's going to come through when you least expect it. These dreams are going to come through when you least expect them to. Once you get through to the other side of like all this chaos that is happening right now, these dreams are going to unfold for you. And this is what is also unfolding. We have the Empress. So all of this beautiful abundance. And again, I was talking about the energy of just holding out your hands and just allowing yourself to receive. That's this energy, right? You're birthing something into the world, and you are in this place of just receiving. You are drawing things to you instead of like this active energy of going out and doing. You are now in this receptive energy. You are receiving great abundance. Your dreams are coming true. And you just have to like embody that energy, just be comfortable in that energy of knowing your worth and that you will not accept anything less, and that the people who ask these things of you that you don't have never felt comfortable with. You feel like they've been taking advantage of you all along, but you're such a good person that you've just been doing all this stuff anyway, that it no longer feels okay to you. It no longer feels okay to you to continue to allow people to walk all over you and take advantage of your good heart. And you are standing firm in your power, or you will be. And these people will no longer even be in your orbit, and you will be drawing in people who respect you, who value you, who know what a divine goddess you are. Doesn't matter your gender. It's just that's the energy you embody. You are someone who people recognize your divinity. People recognize your magic, and that you have so much good to offer the world. That is the energy you are embodying, and that is what you are bringing into the world. You are now in a receptive state. And just allow it to unfold. Allow it to unfold. Rest when you need to rest. Allow your dreams. Allow space for your dreams in your life. But do not obsess over them. Dream and then release them. Release them to the universe and know that they will happen when the time is right. And I think I'm going to leave it here for now. So if this resonated with you, leave a comment, please, or hit that heart button. And thank you for watching.